today we're back at my home. I did a vlog yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday at my nan's, and that was awesome. So thank you for that. Now, before we start this video off, there is this guy I followed him on Instagram, and this is his image now. Look what he got in the elite pack. That is really awesome. So fair play to you, bro. Fair play. Now, today we'll be talking about Supremacy, the next DLC installment for COD Advanced Warfare. Now, this is DLC 3 now. The last time I did a video like this for Ascendance, I got a big hit on that video. 11+ views, 6+ likes. So this video, hopefully, let's try and hit 100 likes, views, whatever. So let's try and hit 100+ likes for this video, lads. Now, starting off, we already know the title because COD Advanced Warfare has already told us it's a slogan. So Supremacy. Now, there's so much I can do with this, and I've actually got it all in my head today what I want to say. So let's get started. So first of all, new multiplayer gun for the game. Now, I'm thinking that they need to bring back some classic guns to the game because all these future ones, you know, can kind of be annoying. So first of all, I think they should start off by bringing back the N16 from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare. Now, I don't think it was in Modern Warfare 3. I'm not sure. Don't remember. Actually, I think it was in Modern Warfare 3. So I think they should bring that back, but slightly modified, so it's a semi-automatic. I know you can change it to automatic, but I think it should be an automatic full-on thing, or they keep it the same. It's up to them. But personally, I think they should change it to like fully automatic and just make it really awesome, a bit more powerful, but like make it so similar balance to like the AK-12 sort of thing. So that would be awesome and sweet, and you know, just make it really sexy because they can do this because they can. So yeah, so that's what the multiplayer gun should be for this DLC so far. Now, moving on to the first map. Now, this is a previous map that I really would love to see in the next DLC for this game, because they did actually say that what is your fan favourite map from the previous CODs. Now, one of my favourite was High Rise, but I'm thinking that they probably wouldn't do that because there's already that map. Wait a second. Oh, Jesus. There's already that multiplayer map that currently exists, which is on top of the skyscraper, the futuristic one, and that is really a lot of fun. So I don't think they would bring back another top of the map but they could do. So who knows what everyone's wanted. Now, personally, I think they should bring back Favela because there isn't a map similar to Favela out there at all. There's just like no like poor country with like, all these like buildings, all these abandoned little huts or sort of thing. So I personally think they should bring back Favela, but like reskinned, make it more futuristic because it is the future, Atlas and all of that. So you know, they can make it really sweet and sexy and shit, but still like not like the best posh place ever. Still make it so it's like Favela, or change it to futuristic, but like make sure we've got all these little buildings still in the same. It just feels like the same. So right, keep it the same. I mean, it would be great for Exo suits. I didn't mention this before because the Exo suits, the jump on the Exo jump would be absolutely amazing for Favela because you've got these different jump areas, you've got all the different heights of buildings, top of buildings. It would be absolutely insane to be able to play that. Well, it'd be relevant out there, yeah. Now, moving on to map 2. Now, this is a map I'd love to see because it'd be really scary. I think they should actually do a cave map. Now, when I mean cave map, I don't mean like go outside. I mean it's all in caves. It's just like all different angles and shit, and it'd be awesome to be able to have that. Now, cave map would be lit up, and then there would be some dark places that actually require your gun to have lasers. So you see like a little red laser beam to go for the dark, and I think that'd be sweet. You would see the screen, but you'd barely see it. So you have to see like other people's lasers and stuff. So I really do think that would be really cool, having all these different areas and different like tunnels all going different directions, trying to find enemies would be insane. It'd be so sweet. It'd be absolutely awesome to be able to play on that. Now you've got a few dark places and you've got a few lit up places, and just make it insane. Like, it'd be absolutely sexy. Now, moving on to another map that I actually think they should do would be like an underwater map. Now, this would be absolutely insane for Advanced Warfare because in Advanced Warfare we have actually now got the ability to swim. Now, one of the maps, and it's like the tidal wave comes into the map, that if you go down underneath where the water is like near the front of it, near the sea was, you can actually swim there, and it actually has a swimming like effect and animation, so that would be absolutely insane to be working on like an underwater map. Now, it wouldn't all just be underwater, there would be like a dome sort of area, like team stuff in a dome, or like you go into places with the water drains out, and they can just make some like next sexy map. Now this is how I'm getting the ideas, sort of similar to the Call of Duty Ghost Fishing where you're underwater. Now that would be cool, but like they should actually make a multiplayer map, because I've never seen a COD of underwater map like ever. They could have tunnels that are underwater. They could do it like SpongeBob, like you got Sandy's dome. They could do that. But they could also have parts where you get to swim in the water because the animation would be sick. And yeah, now I don't know how they did the guns. The thing is that because some guns do work underwater, so that is really sexual. Now, last but not least, for the multiplayer maps, map 4, I personally think they should do a train map. Now there was a train map on Black Ops 2. That was cool because on this train map, I think they should have moving trains, and I did have that on Black Ops 2. But for a COD Advanced Warfare one, they could have like the Atlas trains, like carrying prisoners or carrying troops or whatever. Now they could on this one. They could also have like trains going past, and this could be sort of like Battlefield, the Battlefield map, the big huge Battlefield train map. They'll like trains going past, some train crashes, escalators going up and down. They could make that insane, but not like some huge scale map like Battlefield, because it wouldn't work. They could have like an enclosed sort of map. Now that would work well, I personally think, because they did sort of have something like that on Modern Warfare 3, but there wasn't really much train maps at all. They could have something that's just like an underground train map, like the London Underground. Well, not obviously similar to that. They have escalators going up to the second floor or something, and they got all these like different angles of like got people in trains. Not the trains go past, because that just wouldn't work. They could have people on the trains that are crashed, parked. They could have people on the escalators. They could have all escalators going up and down. They could have lifts. They could just do so much because it's futuristic and it's awesome. So I personally think them four maps I think should do: Favela, the cave map, the underwater map, and the train map. That would be insane. Now, moving on to the zombies. Now, first of all, I'm going to start off with the zombie gun. I personally think they should do a triple laser beam semi-automatic. Now, I'm not too sure what the gun would look like, because I've got a picture in my head, but it instantly fries the zombies' heads, like boom, one shot from the trigger, boom, whoosh, the head goes instantly, and then as the rounds progress, like, you know, it gets harder and harder, and then take 2, and then 3, and the next one it goes 3. It's like it's a triple laser beam semi-automatic. It'd be like a 3-round burst sort of thing. Now that would work really well. Like it'd be similar to like the Wonder Weapon, but it wouldn't be like that. Cause I think the Wonder Weapon is similar to that, like quite similar to what my description of it actually is. But that would like work well, I think, and it would just be sexual. Like I don't even know, lads. I don't even know. So that's what I think of the weapon. Now you're gonna be interested with the zombie map. This is gonna be quite interesting. I'm going from a town to this place. Now I've been thinking about this very carefully, and it's got me reminding me of the map of the zombie map at the swamp, the zombie map on World at War. That map there. I think they should basically make a jungle map, which is at night time. First of all, that's what I'm gonna put out there in a minute, and that's what I'm gonna put into the video out there. Bring them up at night. That's that. Now, you might be thinking night time you barely see. Now, some places will be lit, and there'll be some very, very dark places. Now, you have to turn the power on, yeah? Ready for this? Turn the power on, like you got to turn the power on like the first map and the second map. Turn the power on. Now, to light up places, because dark will be scary because you see the red eyes and everything. Turn the power on, you would need to like activate main lighting. So turn the power on and it will activate these big lights that are like pointed about in the zombie map of like the woods, in the jungle map. So in the, like the woods, forest, whatever you want to call it, like they have like these different like big like building lights set up, like one here, a big one over here, and they're like poof, like lighting just everywhere. It's like a emergency lighting system. That's more of a better way to say it. It's like emergency lighting system. Turn the power on, all the big lights out, light up the area, then you're like safe. So I really think that would be awesome, lads. Like first of all, that is just the start of it. That's just the start, like main parts lighting up. Now, what they can include in this map is they could have. It would be an abandoned Atlas research facility. It's also be around the jungle they walk to. They'd like, they could get like a signal from the person, like the person, people talking on like the mic, like come here, no survivors, like. But then people could be located at this research facility in the deep in the jungle, and then they have like these devices that show them where the communication's coming, which are the main 4 characters. They head towards that. And when they get there, they realise that all this shit's gone wrong there as well. Like the outbreak has broken out in the research facility, and that's how it happens. at this research facility. It'd be abandoned in the end. There'd be swamps nearby, and you start like in the jungle. You run towards the base, turn the lights on, go in the first floor. You've got all the shit there, and there'll be like an elevator. So this is similar to the map 5, where it goes down to the base at the bottom. On Black Ops 2, no, Black Ops 1 and the 5 map, where it goes down on the elevator. I think they should do that on here, similar to thing. Could be like an underground. You got the top bit, like where all the main entrance, guards, officers are, and like shit like that. Then the underground bit's like where it all takes place. Now, though I think the research facility was on the first map, this could be like a second one, which is more deadly, where before they bring it to this before the first map like this is where it first started. Like this is where they tested something, or the DNA bomb done it, and they caught like one of the things and took it there, and it just broke out after, like it was captured, it was all sealed, and then after the communications received, then it breaks out. So it all could be timed perfectly, undergoing research facility, and yeah, that'd be sexual, very sexual. Now, sorry, I've got cold. Now, you're interested because in the second map we had that huge zombie-ass guy, the big stop sign. That's sweet. Reminds me of the Treyarch zombies. You've got the main character, the main boss. So that'd be awesome. Now, this guy is going to be called King of the Jungle. Now, when I mean King of the Jungle, it reminds you of like, I'm sorry, get me out of it, the King of the Jungle, whoever wins it. But this could be this sort of guy. Now, this guy could have been one of the main scientists, for example, and he's the King of the Jungle. Right. He is a zombie boss. Now this guy could be carrying around, instead of like a stop sign, he'd be carrying around some like bow and arrow sort of thing, like some next Walking Dead shit with that guy. So that would be sweet. Big bow and arrows, deadly bow and arrows that hurt you badly, they don't kill you just instantly, get badly hurt from it. And that'd be sweet. And he'd also be camouflaged, like you look towards the trees and you wouldn't see him and he just jumps at you randomly. That'd be fucking scary shit. That's night as well. It'd be awesome if he sticks to the shadows. So lads, that'd be really, really sweet if they did this, because it'd be awesome. Now, please do remember this ain't actually what's going to come. This is just my version, my opinion, what I think they should do. Not my ideas. Now, people have told me that they probably already have made the map. They probably have. This is just like an idea, like a random idea which would be sexy. Like my idea of like how awesome it'd be and shit. And yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're awesome, and be awesome, stay awesome, yeah.